Hi everyone, today I'm going to share with you how to make a Christmas ornament using your fabric scrap. So I'm using heat and bond tape. This one that I got it from Walmart that already in the roll like this, and it's I don't know how much, but it's very useful when you do an activity like this. No sewing need for today project everyone. So I cut in here 4 blue circle. And the size I start from the small one with the 3 inches, 3.5, and 4 and 5. And so I use the white fabric for alternate the colors between blue and white. So now I'm going to iron on the paper side, the sticky side facing down to the fabric, and the back side of the fabric. This is very easy. Everyone watching can do this. Super easy, everyone. And so you go on to iron with the low heat, and then you go on to test and see if it stick down. If it not, turn up the heat a little bit. Don't iron this with high heat. Now you go on to pull the paper out. So this paper you no longer to use the shiny side, that another side of the sticky. So I'm placing that circle on so we can iron together. This old fabric I reuse it, that's why you see the mark right there. So facing this down. So I'm using this paper that I just peel it off because you don't want to use the fabric, it's going to stick right in through it. So this paper is help you to keep the blue iron down to the white. So make sure there's nothing sticking out because it's going to stick in your iron or it going to iron down on the table. So make sure you trim this around, nothing sticky sticking out. Now after everything is covered, then you can go right on the top and iron. So now I'm gonna pull this paper out. So I'm gonna go with the smallest one here, and I'm gonna share with you how to fold this. So the first thing, you're gonna fold it in half. You can press or you can iron, and then you go on to fold the other way in half. This is very simple. I'm doing one and you do the rest. And so now you hold in the center, and on the fold you push the side to the center, just like this. So the half right at the center, push it into the center. Basically the half, you go into fold half again, like so. And after that, you can go and iron so it can lie down for you. So now I'm going to iron this. So the small one I folded the blue, and the next one I'm gonna do the white and the blue and the white. Now I have full 4. Now I'm using the small one right in the center. I'm going to cut just a little bit so I can add the string to hang this ornament. So I add the little glue right at the bottom of the bead here so the bead can stay on top of the tree, and also the other two so it won't slide off the string. So now I'm going to place inside the pocket here. You're going to make sure the center line there is straight down. Now you go and decorate the Christmas tree any way you want. I'm using this and I just stick it there for now. You can do the back too because the back and the front is going to be the same. You do this side and then you do the other side too. So this one I cut in 3 inches fabric, but if you don't want to use the fabric, you can use felt fabric that it sells from at Walmart for 25 cents each or something like that. But anyway, I want to use all my little fabric around, so I have cut in here 3 inches square and I cut 4 red and 4 white. Now please follow the fold. So after you fold, then the left and the right, you have the triangle like this. You're going to add the glue right on the side so you can fold in this way, like that. So add a little glue on the side of the fold here and then the other side. So you can flap one side to the other. Just like so, very simple. So now I have made 4 red and 4 white. The color of your choice, whatever color you want to use, but 2 colors will be better. So I have cut in here 3 inches circle, and I'm going to place this around. As you can see in the center, I marked the middle. That's the center for all these little pieces to go in. So start the pointy right at the center. You can do any color you want. So before we add the last piece on top, we're going to add the string for it. So I have cut in here, you cut between 8 to 10 inches, and then you put it on the bottom, and then you place the last piece on top. And that's where you have an ornament. You can hang in your tree. In the center right there, you can put the pearl bead, or you can put anything you want. Go to a Dollar Tree and they sell this kind of pearl, different color and size. So that is that. This is the second thing that we make from the little fabric. That is for your ornament. Last one I'm sharing with you, I also use heat and bond tape, and I have cut two fabric right here. This is size 7 inches wide by 11 inches long, and I'm going to place on one side here. I can go directly from here, and I'm going to iron this. It depends on how big your heat and bond tape. If you have a big giant sticking out, then I don't suggest you to do this, because you're going to iron on the elastic, the glue is gonna be so bad. Okay, so make sure you can cut it out, but I think it's easier to do this. And I'm going to iron on one side here. I have cut two pieces, okay, two pieces of this. 7 inches by 11, and you need two. If you use heat and bond tape, you always have to use two, because the other side with the glue too. Okay, so now it's staying down a little bit there. I'm going to turn this way so I can go into the fabric side, I mean the paper side. I'm cutting this extra. Super easy. When you work with the heat and bond tape, you're gonna love it. There's no sewing need. People don't have a sewing machine. You can do so much thing. And whatever I do on the fabric, you can do exactly the same on the paper if you're doing with kit. Now you're gonna peel off the paper so you can add the other side of the fabric on top of this. Now, so I'm going to cut this into two pieces. So fold it in half, so then you get the center, and from the center you cut this into two. So now we have two pieces. Whatever I'm doing this piece, you're going to do the same to the other one. I'm going to mark 2.5 inches, and on this side too, 2.5 inches. So now I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on each mark here, so I can fold. If you know how to fold a paper fan, then you know how to do this. So it's just different is that we're doing the fabric. Now mark 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to fold. Every time I fold 1/2 inch like this, I use the iron to iron this down. If you remember how to make the paper fan, then you know how to do this. Just different that we have to iron, and the paper fan we don't have to. And so just flip on one side, fold 1/2 inch all the way, and then flip the other side. Just continue to do exactly the same, so pay attention everyone. So keep folding until you're finished, and when you finish this one, you're going to do exactly the same for the second piece. So
So now I have done 2, and I also use the ornament from the Dollar Tree or somewhere else, I don't remember. Right on the side where we marked 2.5 inches earlier, we're going to flap it down. That is for the wing of the angel. So make sure you hold on to the back and make sure everything is straight out the way you want. And then you're going to add the glue for the side where the wing flap in. You can do little at a time, or you can just put the glue all the way from the side of the wing and hold on to it. Do the same thing for the other piece. So if the first one go to the right and then the second one go to the left, fold it where you marked 2.5 inches earlier. So fold it like this, and then you're going to add the glue. Exactly the same way we just did to the first one. Now I'm going to add both pieces together. So make sure that the glue go on the top first, and then you're going to go on the bottom after. But make sure everything is even from the bottom of the dress to the neck. So with this ornament for the head on the top there, I'm going to add some decoration so it doesn't look like an ornament. So now we're going to add the glue right in between the top, and then we're going to add the ornament for the head. Now I have the red bow. I can add right in under the neck there if I wanted to, but I want it all white. So I'm not using this bow, and I'm going to use the ribbon that last time I got it from Walmart. So I cut it about 5 inches ribbon. I'm gonna fold it in half, and then from here I'm using the threading needle. I'm gonna sew right in the center. So this 4 inches, I go right to the center, and I'm going to do the same thing, bathing stitch. And so I can add it right next to the bow. So now I'm going to wrap this around this bow. I just want to add just a tiny bit of the colors.
That's it, everyone. The 3 things that I share with you how to make from your fabric scrap. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you for the people who donate to my channel. Enjoy my channel membership. Channel membership that help me buy material for my future video. Love you. Stay safe. Take care, everyone.